Can you hear me now? I think probably you can hear me. No sound? No sound. Yes? I think I fixed it. Yes, yay! Oh, one day. I think I know how to do this now. The button needs to not be blinking on my microphone. It needs to be solid. Hi, guys. I see everybody's saying yes. Excellent. Yay. Hi. So many familiar faces here. Some of you are going to learn it pays to join a minute or two late while I do all the weird, funky stuff and get us going. Hello. I'm going to tell you about my overalls, Jan. Hi, I'm Laura Elkin for anybody who doesn't know who I am. I live in upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region outside of Ithaca. I have no idea what day of the lockdown this is. I decided to stop counting. But I do know that, like a lot of you, I am feeling a little bit of fatigue around it. I'm a little tired of the whole thing. Um, and I'm not going to stop doing it, but I've been really looking for things to entertain me that feel different than what I've been doing up to now, because I've been working a lot. I don't think I've ever been so busy as I have been in the last 2 months because it's really easy to lose myself in work. And a lot of work is being on the internet with you guys. And there's been so much camaraderie and really good feelings. People are being really kind. I'm being kind. You're being kind. There's just, it's a place to go to feel good for me. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Um, One thing you might have noticed if you follow me as I'm doing stuff on the internet is I just see my friend that just came in. I'm so glad you got your kits. Yay! You got a cast on tonight. Sorry, I try not to read the comments while I'm doing this because I get really distracted. I got a puzzle for the giveaway for the Pacificus DK Cal. This is the puzzle. I have to hold it up right. It's my waterfall from my hometown, Teganic Falls, which is taller than Niagara Falls, less volume of water, but higher. This is from the fall. I've been doing this all week. I actually just finished it like 5 or 10 minutes before I came on here as my kind of like meditation, get ready, kind of think about what I was going to say. And I forgot how obsessive I get about puzzles. And I could actually talk to you about why I love puzzles or why I don't love puzzles for like this whole live. And I don't actually even think it would be boring. Seems like a lot of people in the comments are saying you guys also love puzzles. What I love about puzzles is I love a good problem. And I get lost in a good problem in this like meditative zone. I am all in. I am not on my phone when I'm doing a puzzle. Sometimes I have an audiobook going. Sometimes I have the news going. Sometimes I can have complete silence, like no entertainment other than my brain, like looking for like where the little yellow dot is. Like, look how insane this is. When I got into the leaves over here, this is the area I just finished. I would basically be sorting the puzzle pieces by shape. Like it wasn't even by color, which is insane in the membrane. And super fun, and I liken it to why I like to do the complex knitting patterns that I like to write. I get into that same place when I'm solving a problem with patterns. And I enjoy it immensely, but it's insane. And I'm really thankful it's done because I have not been knitting very much because I had to do it. So whoever finishes phase 4 of Pacificus DK Knit Along by Friday, you guys are going to get entered to win one of these. I bought 2, one for me and one for you. They are sold kind of interestingly. I was on Facebook well, not interesting that I was on Facebook. That's not a shock. But I was on Facebook one day and I noticed that there was a local photographer or like person who works downtown who was posting about all the stores that were closing on the Commons, which is like our main shopping area on the Commons. And I saw that the owner of one of those stores was like, why aren't you talking about the stores that are trying to stay open instead of bringing up the stores that are closing? And I was like, that's interesting. I want to look at who's trying to stay open. And I realized that a lot of those stores don't have an internet presence the way many online retailers or like bigger retailers also have an online thing. So a lot of them have had to shift very quickly to, even if they already had an online store, to figuring out how to promote their online store or people to know that they even exist. And I think there's so many shops out there like that that really need support right now. So those are the people I'm looking for, is like the smaller people. Interestingly, looks like Carol got a new great grandson, because I'm not even reading the comments. I'm just, congrats, Carol. Very exciting. So I just see, I'm not supposed to read the comments and get distracted. So I've been looking for stores like that. Interestingly, my local yarn store and fabric store that's in Trumansburg, New York, she doesn't even take credit cards. I mean, judgment free. She does not take credit cards. She takes cash or check. So there's no world she could sell online, right? And so I've been calling her if I need something, or I bought a big gift certificate from her before this, like right when this all started, to kind of help her with rent. And I have plenty of fabric and yarn in my studio, so I'll be okay for a little while, and hopefully she will be too. So, and I know you guys are all thinking about that, about your local stores. I just feel a responsibility towards mine. So there's my puzzle and my thoughts. And I don't know if you guys saw the blog post that I wrote this week. All kits that are shipping out right now in my Etsy shop are shipping with yeast. So this is your goodie when you buy a kit in my shop. You will get yeast. And there's a card on there that has a link to the blog post that I did that has a bunch of recipes that use yeast, not sourdough. I think I'll do a separate one with sourdough once I run out of yeast, is kind of my idea. I know it's kind of a funny goodie. What happened was I bought yeast from our local restaurant supply place because they opened up to selling to the public. And I had to buy 2 pounds, and it wasn't expensive. It was like $9 for 2 pounds. And I was like, what am I going to do with that? And I was like, oh, I'll share it with my friends. So my idea for this, you guys, is that you could we can share recipes with each other. Like, people are leaving those recipes in comments in the blog, and sometimes they're putting them on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll kind of go through every so often and upload the recipes to the list, and then it can become a resource for like tried and true baking recipes that we've found from all over the internet that we want to share with each other. I think Beth just posted a really yummy sounding recipe for ciabatta rolls, which we love making paninis in our panini. I want to ship yeast overseas. Oh, my connection is unstable. Let's see if we get ideas through, which is very fun. Yeah, we're buffering. It's going in and out. We'll just keep trying. It's not, now we're back in. Okay, I'm just going to keep trying until it cuts me off. Hi. I'll keep chatting. I know I'm a little ahead of you guys. So let's, I'm going to wait till I see comments that I'm back. Okay, great. I try to stop until we're good again. If you just go to search Liberty overalls, they have spandex in them, so they're like a little smaller. I have no idea if you guys can see me or not. It doesn't look like you guys are picking it up again, even though it looks like it's coming for me. Come on. Oh, well. I'm going to keep trying. Just going to hold and back. Nice. I see you. Yay. I'm so glad I didn't give up. I was like, I'm not doing it. We lost a lot of people there, but I don't care. So they're Liberty overalls. You can search for them. They're super comfortable. I also got a pair of Carhartt overalls that I also love. The reason I did it is because I have a bunch of fibroids in my uterus, and it's making pants really uncomfortable to wear. So overalls are the solution for right now until I can go back to the doctor again. And I'm fine. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of what needs to happen right now. It's all good now. Okay, I'm going to keep chatting until it says It says I can't. Next up, that was my overalls. The Lola's Choice kits shipped out on, I guess, last Friday, and lots of people are getting them. I am thrilled with how many of you guys like it. The pattern is called Bless Your Heart. I'm not going to link to it or show it to you right now, just in case you haven't gotten your kit and you don't want a spoiler. The pattern is called Bless Your Heart. It was named because I went to South Carolina to Greenville to the Knit In last year to the guild meeting. And a lot of the women were talking with me about how Bless Your Heart is used in the South, which was really funny because it can be used kind of as a dig or kind of as a like lovely thing or kind of as a ironic statement. I found a YouTube video I posted in my Facebook page that was like all the ways Bless Your Heart can be. It's really funny. If you just like search YouTube Bless Your Heart, not right now, it's a really funny video. I don't want to like send you away from my video to watch another funny video. But I told them that Lola would name a pattern after them and name it Bless Your Heart. So it took me a year or so. And I noticed Kelly asked in the Facebook group how I get ideas for Lola's Choice designs, like how I keep them different and interesting and fun. And seriously, it is stuff like that. Like I am thinking stuff way far out for Lola's Choice. I already have the ideas for like July and September and November up here, and we'll see what they end up landing up being. But the July kit is actually designed. I finished it last weekend. I just have to finish writing it up, which is like not as fun as knitting it. And I'm working on sourcing out the pieces for it. But it's fun, and it's a total departure for Lola, as all Lola things should be, a complete departure. It's not so blingy. It's like a little less blingy than usual. It's functional. That's all you're getting out of me. It matches my overalls. It's a functional time, people. Okay, so Lola shipped. I told you all of that. N Club also shipped. I am on fire. So part of the paranoid that I wasn't going to have everything on hand for Club because I just got scared in March. I think I'm starting to... I wonder if it's because I picked up my phone. Okay, we'll see if I'm back up. Takes a second from me talking to you getting it. Will somebody make a comment and tell me they can hear me? This is so frustrating. Yay, we're getting good at this. We can do this. We can do lives in the country. Yeehaw. I just did that. Don't let anybody ever see that I did that. That was for you. I am totally back, people. Okay, so N Club is out. Pattern, which is Alpaxis, which I've been wearing a ton, can be released. And it is up on Ravelry. So if you weren't in the N Club last year and you were wishing you got this pattern, it is up now. All the information about it is up there. I don't really feel like yammering away. I will tell you there are 7 kits left in the Etsy shop that I had left over. I like went into the bin today and I made 10 kits total. 7 are left. That's all there are. So if you're somebody who wishes that you had this pattern, it's an alpaca linen blend. It was dyed specially for me by Periwinkle Sheep. It's not a blend that she typically carries. It's not easy to get. I am working on separate kits for Alpaxis and a gradient yarn that are just not quite ready yet. It'll probably be another month or 2 or so. But hey, we can be patient. Life is all about patience right now, right? So that is the story with Alpaxis. I want to show you what I'm knitting. This is a knitting log thing, not a like Laura wears overalls and likes to embarrass herself on YouTube video. So knitting wise, I finally finished my my Jessie May My Secret crop top. I knitted in yarn that I'm going to show you in a second. And this crop top is insanely cute under my overalls because it's actually long enough to go below where the buttons are on the side of my overalls. Overall obsession. You guys didn't know it was going to happen. Living the big life here. So I I've knit a few of Jessie Mae's different tops. I had knit the secret crop top. It's one skein of superwash DK weight yarn. I've knit Bella some. They're like socks for me. I can just pick them up and put them down. It's not complicated. There's fun little details where you're like, oh, I want to get to that part. I know you guys didn't see an overall obsession coming, and I'm totally starting it. I should have gotten like an affiliate link from somebody before I did this. So that is my crop top. Next up, I showed you guys, I'm just going out of the frame to get my knitting. I showed you guys the pocket tunic last week that I was working on. So if you haven't seen that, you could go watch last week's log at some point and you'll see a version of the pocket tunic. So now I'm company, it's a sport weight called Woolens. My ends and saying I would weave them in later, and then I decided life was way too short for that. So it's for that. When it gets there, it's going to take a little time. I will be doing a call for testers at some point for this. So I'm working on this, and it's super fun. And it's a really easy pick it up, put it down piece. It's just stockinette stitch with stripes with a little seed stitch on the bottom right there. And landing on you sport weight, you just have a little more air in between the fibers. So I decided that DK weight was a great idea, and I couldn't decide on color. So I ordered 5 colors from Spun Right Round, and she is out of Rochester. So she's like a quasi local dyer to me. She used to be in Elmira. I've known her for years. And next, Alan's like, pick me. Testing call's not out yet, people. So I'm going to do baby pattern also. So there's going to end up being like sport weight, the worsted weight, and DK weight baby pattern. And I haven't decided which color I'm going to knit with first. I really, really love this one. It's got like blues and pearl. These are showing up there. So, I think we're just a bit. So by the end of the month, we should have good internet, which I'm really looking forward to. Okay. I'm glad you guys like all the colors of that yarn. So that's what I've been knitting. I'm pretty much into these pocket tunics. I have been calling it a punic for pocket tunic. I finally finished reading The Red Tent by Anita Diamant. I think it took me 2 months. And what inspired me was all of the book ideas that you guys had on the last log. So I kind of went through all of the, and I started a sample of The Olive Farm. I'm interested in Unsheltered by Barbara Kingsall, deep into that. And then I'm listening to The Dutch House by Ann Patchett. And Sweetgrass queued up to listen to once I'm done with Dutch House, unless I do Wolf Hall. And we're buffering again. You guys might have to refresh. I lost it. I'm going to wait for it to come back and say goodbye. Okay, I'm back. So I am actually going to wrap this up since the internet seems really sketchy and I think this must be so annoying to watch. If you guys want to jump over to the Facebook group with me after this, I'll go over there and just set up a little chatter thread and we can chat a little more. So next week, because Sunday is Mother's Day, we're not going to do a Zoom giveaway this week. It just doesn't really make sense to do. Next Wednesday when I do but something really cool happened and I'll show it to you guys now. And then there's going to be a giveaway on Instagram and Facebook this weekend. I ordered myself this print from Ann Seams from, it's got plastic on it. So I ordered this for myself. And I absolutely love it. I've loved Anne's work forever. And there is a dealer who carries some of her prints. And I totally lost my train of thought there again. So they sent me 2, and I'm going to use one as a giveaway this weekend. I have an idea for a prompt. I'll put the giveaway up maybe Friday night or Saturday morning, and then choose a winner on the end of the day of Mother's Day. You can keep it for yourself. You can give it to your mother. You can do whatever you want with it if you are the winner. But I thought that was kind of fun that they sent me 2 by mistake, and I get to give one to you. And I really love art, and it's something I would love to be collecting and having pieces that really inspire me and make me think. And I mean, for this, there was so much about it. There was the color that I loved. It's really hard to see, but you guys will see it when I post it. She's got these like really ephemeral lines coming out of her like temples right here, and then she has like kind of yarn rainbows shooting out of her hands. And there's all this stuff going on in her hand painted stockings, and she's like silhouetted behind. I love it. I'll give you guys a link somehow to her stuff so you can check out what she does. So happy Mother's Day to those of you who celebrate. We don't actually tend to do anything major, although I told my family that if the weather is good, that I want to go somewhere I've never been before. And there's a spot on Seneca Lake that I've actually never hiked down to. So that's been my request. I actually just heard it was supposed to snow, so I'm not sure. Maybe we'll go skiing. Who knows? Thank you guys so much. I always appreciate you joining in and watching, and I hope even with the buffering, this was entertaining and gave you a little break. And I'm going to jump over to Facebook to the we have a group on Facebook that's Knit with Laura and Elkin. I'm going to jump over there and chat a little bit and say hi to you guys. And then I'm going to go help Bella make pancakes for dinner. Okay. Love you. Thank you so much. It's hard to end. I don't like ending.